It's no secret that one of the hardest things to do in sports is hit a baseball. Braves third baseman Austin Riley has taken exception to that rule, hitting 30 or more home runs 3 seasons in a row from 2021 to 2023. But that doesn't mean he's been absent of the occasional slump.
We want to be perfect, and there's no perfect in this game, but it's just kind of our nature, so we micromanage, we dissect every little thing, trying to get it right, and most of the times it's getting back to the basics of what you've done your whole life when it comes to hitting, and reverting back to those few small key points that typically get you back.
Finding the right hitting coach sometimes helps getting back to those basics.
I always say being a hitting coach is the hardest thing to do because no guy is the same. You could say it 10 different ways to this one guy and it may not click. You could say it to one guy and it clicks. They're like the ultimate therapist.
The barrel is going to stay inside of my hands.
Austin Riley's hitting coach from the time he entered the major leagues was Mike Brumley, someone who found a way for things to click with the now Braves All-Star.
He was somebody that I could relate to. To me, he saw the game, different than really anybody that I've ever been around. He'd bring out a hunting term or a golf term, and it was like, man, that clicked. I turned too much in my swing, and he's always talking about like drawing the bow back. It's like, you're not going to draw your bow back like this. You got to pull it straight back, and it's like, okay, that makes sense.
2 years ago, around mid-season, Brumley tragically died in a car accident. Riley, then struggling at the plate, had just worked with Brumley to get things right days before. Just 24 hours after the accident,
one more time. In the air, right center field. Back goes Siri. Riley has done it again.
Riley found what clicked again.
I get chill bumps still about it today, thinking about it. God has funny ways of working, and just, in that moment, running around the bases, that's the only thing I was thinking about was him.
Mike's son Logan is also a hitting coach that works with Riley. Logan was in the car when his father passed away, and since then, Austin and Logan have continued to work together to keep those baseball and life lessons going.
Let's keep his name, his what he's all done, alive in a way. I think about my success. Anytime somebody asks me, it's like my credit, behind my dad, it's Mike. So I mean, just like I said, God puts people in your life for certain reasons at certain times, and he was one of them.
Austin Riley hits it high.
Whether it's comparing a bow to a bat or finding what clicks again, Austin Riley knows he didn't just find a hitting coach or simply a therapist. He had a mentor that used a little of both to make the hardest thing in sports just a little bit easier.
Kiss that thing goodbye.
At Truist Park, Miles Garrett, Fox 5 Sports.